What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ant coming to you live and direct from Beyond Reality Podcast. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Here we go, y'all. I told y'all this was finna happen, man. The first ever Krump edition, man. Krump Top, episode 1, man. I'm here with my brother Tetris. You know, he pulled up on me, man. I tried to set this up through Zoom, but, you know, he came all the way from Buffalo, man, you know, giving me this exclusive interview. You know, appreciate, you know, you being the first person, you know, to give me the opportunity to bring Krump, you know, into my podcast. And everybody's going to know, you know, what's going on as far as when they see this interview. So, you know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, brother.
Definitely. How's everybody doing? I'm Tetris, also known as Twin 1K. Some know me by Lux. I'm from Buffalo, New York, also known as Buff Gan for Krump. I've been crumping for about 12, 13 years. It's been a long journey. I started as a young child, like a young adult, basically. And man, I learned a lot about life through Krump. I learned how to travel through the world through Krump. Like, I had never stepped out before I started crumping. Really beautiful journey. Learned a lot about myself through Krump as a man and as a dancer. So yeah, we're gonna dive into some really dope topics.
Yeah, facts, bro. So, you know, Buffalo is a very, like, they got a lot of heavy hitters in Krump that, you know, some people are aware of them and some people that's not. But for those that's not, you know, aware of the Buffalo Krump movement, or, you know, name some heavy hitters that, you know, that's either stem from the Buffalo area and that's currently, you know, getting off for Buffalo now.
Man, we got Rex. He everywhere.
Salute to Rex.
We got Khan. He was crumping before me and Rex. You know, really was a part of me and Rex's journey. You know, he kind of quiet right now, but he always on his stuff. We got a newer generation of us, like Baby Rex, also known as Yitty. He's a snapper. Got J-Rex, also known as AR. He's crazy. We got Bread out in Cali. He lives out in Cali now, man. He been out there for a minute. He stemmed from Buff Gang. He been getting crazy. Man, we got 1K the God.
Yeah,
he
salute to 1K.
Back, man. He the God. He GOAT, man. He came back. It's super crazy. Really dope to have the big homie back. Man, there's so many people from Buffalo. We got Lil Rex, Grinch. We got Clips, our oldest brother Frankie. We got, man.
Yeah, those are, you know, some dope dancers. You know, I seen them get off, but you know, also, you know, you got Salute to Judge.
The OG.
You know, the OG from Buffalo. He didn't work his way all the way from Buffalo, the Maryland era. Now he in Texas repping.
Living.
Salute to Spartan.
He in NY right now.
He in NY, you know, pushing the movement, teaching classes. You know, a lot of people don't even know that, you know, Hitman also from Buffalo area.
From Buffalo.
Yes. Hitman, you know, the OJ Tight Style B, you know, like I said, Buffalo got a lot of dope crumpers, man. And then the movement is just solid, man. So yeah, man, salute to Buffalo, man, and everything that they got going on and everything like that, man. So if y'all in the Buffalo area, man, come get off with these cats, reach out to these cats, you know, support their movement as well. So
yes, we be at Hoyt Lake sessioning in the summertime throughout the week, usually, you know, on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. But yeah, it can happen at any time, but definitely at Hoyt Lake.
Okay, yeah! Wobble stupid!
Yes, also Tetris is, you know, one of the Krump leaders, far as, you know, he has his own classes where he teaches sessions and everything, and he got a lot of knowledge in Krump. not just spreading it as far as the upstate New York area, but, you know, worldwide. So Tetris, let everybody know about your classes and, you know, just your overall knowledge in Krump.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have classes. They're called Mr. T or Triple T, which is Tetris's Tips and Tactics. Oftentimes, a lot of people like to get in my head about what is running through my mind when I dance, when I battle. How do I do what I do? So I teach just that. I do one-on-one privates. And I break down your knowledge of Krump, and we add on to that. We tweak. A lot of people have the knowledge, but just don't have the application. A lot of people have application, but have no idea of what it is they're actually doing. So in Tetris's Tips and Tactics, we really try to hit both of those angles so that you become well-rounded. And these classes are always free for people to come to me and inform themselves of details of how we can get those classes. They're very affordable. I'm not head cracking people because I'm not trying to get rich off of Krump. But there's always appreciation on something that costs, something of value. So, you know, there is a cost for it, but it's definitely worth it. We're going to have fun. You're going to learn, and you're going to enjoy what you do. I've enjoyed teaching a lot of people very low key that y'all love right now. And I will enjoy to continue doing it and giving everybody the best of them, their best version of themselves.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. So I noticed, like, far as being on the Krump forum and just being around, you know, a lot of Krumpers, you know, from everywhere that I know, I'm starting to see that a lot of people don't respect, like, a person's knowledge or their, you know, the years they put in and they work ethic as far as in Krump, unless they're like one of the top tier heavy hitters in Krump. What's your take on that?
I feel like everybody that has done something, it should be acknowledged. It should be valued to some certain extent. Everybody's generation matters, especially like for topics like this on older generations. People tend to say like, oh, well, that was then and this is now, but there would be no now if there was no then. So like, it matters. As far as like on the flip side of things, for like the older generation, when they're butting heads with the new, they have to understand, being an older generation, that how things were is not how they are now. Things are different, and these people are surviving and existing in it now. So there has to be a learning process on both ends. The newer generation should be wanting to know how it was, because there's wisdom in how it was. The older generation should be learning how it is now, because there is a certain amount of wisdom in how it is now. Everything has to evolve. If it doesn't evolve, it's dying. So the newer generation of things matter just as much as the older generation of things matter. I just think it comes down to communication.
Yeah, bro. So, you know, a couple of days ago, I seen on the forum, you know, everybody was talking about the East Coast versus West Coast Krumper as far as like attitude and style and whatever like that. So, you know, touch on that and give your perspective of, you know, that post that was made on the forum.
Okay, for sure. I've been to the West Coast a couple of times, and I am an East Coast representative. So I definitely agree with the statement of us being different. We are. The East Coast is very rowdy and very like confrontational. Like, they not afraid to go out there and be rah. Like, they don't have a sense of like superiority. This is my superior. Like, no, they'll bump heads with that person no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because they just feel like they gotta be that. all the time.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that.
The West, they have a sense of like superiority. Like they have organization. Like they understand like there's a way to go about things. They still like, you know, they'll hike up them pants and get dirty if they got to. But they have a chain of command. Like they have this like, you know what I'm saying? I got respect for what the homie did. I would never approach him like that. And I got respect for both ends, because me being the East Coast person, I'm definitely keen to being rowdy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I had to learn respect going on the West Coast. I had to learn what it is to respect a person's history, to respect a person's timeline, like what that means to a person. I had to go there and experience that firsthand, getting packed out by the whole Beast Camp and SK, including Chez, beating me down, like, and I had to understand what that was, like, you know what I'm saying, what it's like to battle a history, a timeline, a generation, you know, etiquette when you battling, like, that stuff was important. So from my perspective, that's what I think, a thing that kind of separates us. Like, the East Coast are more wild. They don't have leashes on, like, they just running rampant, and they with it. The West Coast is with it. They bout it, but they got a sense of, like, how they move and, like, you know what I'm saying, how they gonna go about stuff. Like, I feel like the West Coast is not as confrontational as the East Coast is. But they still get it down, though. They get it down if they got to.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. Yeah, but, you know, throughout this interview, I just want to say salute to everybody that's in the Krump movement, man. We all family, man. Everybody in this move is one, man, because the main goal is, you know, to keep spreading this the Krump content this worldwide, man.
Definitely. So
speaking of worldwide, we all seen like recently, you know, Ruin, one of the dopest Krumpers in the Krump game right now. He just won that competition, man.
Shouts to my guy.
Yeah, salute to Ruin, man. Yeah, you know, how you felt when you seen, you know, Ruin hosting up the trophy and, you know, what he did for the, you know, the Krump.
Oh, man, what? I knew Ruin, like, I don't, like, I'm hip to the homie, like, he been that guy. He was traveling off his own name. He didn't need, like, the extras. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was already international as Ruin. Like, the world, France, like, the people all over Europe respected him as Ruin before anything. All-style competitions all over the globe. Like, he been that guy. So for me personally, for him to go out there and do that, it was a very big, like, I'm so glad he did that in front of everybody and accomplished that. But I already knew he was capable of that. Like,
yeah, man, big shout out.
Doing it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Big shout out to Ruin, man. Keep putting in that work, Ruin, if you're watching this, you know, man. Hopefully in the future, you know, I'll be able to, you know, get an interview on you and, you know, explaining your journey on that. So far as, you know, another Krump thing is, I like to ask people, because we all got different generations of Krump, and we all been a part of the different generations of Krump. Who, if you had to make a Krump Mount Rushmore, in your opinion, what four would you pick?
Man, it's so hard. What? I would say, man, that's hard to get it out of 4. Can I do 5?
Do 5, brother.
You know, if I had to do 5, it would have to meet. For me, it would have to be.
It can be anybody.
It would have to be Chez, Miho, Rapture, Hitman, Crush, and an honorable mention for Solo, because they had the biggest, to me, like the biggest impact on Krump as a whole. You look at Krump. Krump's been here for 20 years, right? You look at Krump, and from the time Krump experienced these people, 20 years later, 15 to 20 years later, we are still doing their stuff. People are still comboing like Solo. They're innovating it, they're tweaking it, they're remixing it, but they're still copping the formula. They're still doing the stuff that Hitman did, the bounces, the bops, the grooves. We still getting rowdy like Rapture. We still got people doing the impossible on the ground work because of people like Crush. The foundation that Chez and Miho set alone for Krump alone as young kids, they off top gotta be on the mountain, like, because they started it. They started the foundation, like, and it's not that it's not other important people, like, you know, shout out to Lil C, who made being subtle in Krump matter, and it still matters till this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely other people that are super important, but if I had to choose like a 4 or 5, it would to me it would have to be them, because they are the most influential for 20 years.
Yeah, dope, man. That's one hell of a powerful list, man. That's like arguably, and they, you know, they will be in anyone's list that, you know, people will ask. So last question, brother, man, going out. If you can battle anyone in Krump history, like I said, we all been through these generations of Krump. If you can just get one buck battle, who would you pick?
That's a hard one too. I mean, shoot, I don't already battled Chez, and he's like my biggest inspiration. If I had to choose somebody to battle, I would love to earn, like, to literally like earn the opportunity where Solo would say like, hey, before I go, I gotta battle Tetris because of like who he is and what he's done and how long I've known him and seen him grow. Like, if I can make it to that battle will probably be the most important battle of my career thus far, outside of like battling, you know, getting the opportunity to battle Chez and Beast Camp, and, you know, SK together like that. Yeah, definitely, because Solo been knowing me forever since I was young. He been knowing me, like watching me grow up in Krump, and I've been learning from him and stuff like that. And I've never battled him. I've battled Crush, and I've learned from Crush, and Crush the homie. I've battled Crush. So it's like, hey, if I ever get to that point where Solo's like, hey, I gotta gift him that. Like, I gotta give him this because I feel like he's earned this. Like, earned it? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, man. That's dope, man. Shout out to Solo, man. You one of the sickest. And you put on for the Filipinos, man. You definitely a Hall of Famer in my book, man. But
one of the sickest in the game.
Yeah, man. Facts, man. But, you know, once again, man, thank you, Tetris, man, for pulling up, man, being the first person to, you know, to start this wave on the Krump edition to my Beyond Reality podcast, brother, it's man. Salute to you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man.
Shouts out to Beyond Reality podcast, man. Subscribe. Tune in to everybody's interviews. Shouts out to Rochester Krump Movement. Man, shouts out to the East. Shouts out to Krump, man. We all out here trying to express our different talents in different ways. Everybody's should be valued to a certain point.
Yeah,
man.
Facts, so man. Facts, man. Like you said, man, everybody please like and subscribe to the channel. This is episode 1 of Krump Talk and Real Life Talk, man. So my boy Tetris, man, y'all know my slogan, man. I'm just a guy that likes to talk about reality. Peace.
Check it out.